Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Danielle and I'm Cardiff Stitcher here on Flosstube as well as over on Instagram. And thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to click on my channel and come and see what I've got to show you. I was coming back every 2 weeks, well, hoping to come back every 2 weeks, but I've lost track of time and I think this is week number 3. But anyway, I'm back and I am going to jump right in and get on showing you my whips. So we're going to get the first one out of the way. It's a biggie. It's Animal Panorama from Pain Free Crafts. That's what it will look like when it's finished. Sorry about the glare. There we go. This is 900 by 324 stitches, and I'm stitching it on what I'm presuming, if I remember correctly, is 16 count. And here is my piece. I will put up a picture of what it looked like last time, and that's where I am. I've put in 500 stitches of it today. So what I was doing is I was colour completing the whole page, but I started losing track of where I was and stitches and whatnot. So now I'm picking the upmost top symbol and I'm stitching that until either there's no more to stitch or the thread has run out. So that's where I am. As of today, I am at 25.95%, which is 75,681 out of 291,600, and that's where I am. So that's that one. My next one, which hasn't had much stitching, is Christmas Cottage from Hade by Donna Galsinger. That's what it will look like when it's finished. I was given this as a rack from Michaela, and like I say, I didn't get much stitching in on this. I was quite busy yesterday, and then by the time I come home to sit down and do some stitching, the other half decided he was going to light a bonfire. So I got some stitches in by there. Literally just a few rows up there. About 85 stitches, unfortunately. And then we had we spent the evening out in the garden in front of the bonfire. But 85 stitches is more than nothing, isn't it? So that's that one. It might seem as though I'm rushing through this video tonight, but it is 8:40 on Sunday evening, and even though there's still light, the light is fading, so I do apologise if it feels like I'm rushing. I don't mean to, but I'm going to get this done and printed off, not printed off, done and edited, up and edited, recorded and edited. I got there in the end. Right, my next one is my woodland sampler. I do apologise if you hear the dogs barking. The back door is open. There's dogs out the back in the gardens of the other houses, and they just do tend to bark when the other dogs bark. Nothing I can do about it, sorry. As I was saying, this is my woodland sampler, which I call All Things Bright and Beautiful, because that's the verse on it. I haven't actually got the cover photo, so what I will do is I'll insert it here, and then yeah, you can see. 2 seconds. Right, you may have remembered, if you watched my last one, that I was stitching the outside border, but when I was looking closer to it, I'm not sure if I want to stitch the outer border, then the border of flowers and leaves, and then the other border. So I kind of had a new start, and I started it from the beginning, from the middle. So all things wise is what I've got started. This I think is on a mottled 16 count Ada from Stash. I'm presuming I was gifted this because I can't remember where I got it from, but that's where I'm at. That piece I actually got from just Cross Stitch magazine. I've got a library card, and with my library card I've got a it's called the press reader app, I think it is, and you can go back to back issues of different magazines, and I come across that in just Cross Stitch, so I started using that. The only thing is, it's when I print it out, the chart itself is quite blurry, so I'm going to try and get it on Exodo and see if I can use it that way, because that was quite slow stitching. That was that, even though that was 2 days, because the chart was so blurry, I had quite difficulty seeing the symbols. Right, next one is Silver Creek Samplers, Lighting the Way. I was gifted this by Lee from Creatively, and the verse says, always be a lighthouse, shine your beacon bright, guide every soul adrift at sea throughout the darkest night. I quite like that saying. Last time I said that there was an error in the white stitches. I haven't picked them out, I've just basically moved across the bottom of the page, and that's where I'm at. Don't know if you want me to go closer, sorry, or further away. But I'll try and insert a picture of here. So I brought it, I think I brought it along the bottom here, and then I've done the lighter grey, and then the even lighter grey, and then the sand colour there. That's what I've done. Oh, I've dropped the pattern, 2 minutes. Because this is on paper as well, it takes me a bit longer because the symbols jamming together with me. But I will get there, one stitch at a time. I've been quite lax about the pieces I've recorded, keeping track of what I've stitched on. I do apologise. I manage to stitch and then I put it down and I go straight to bed. I forget to write it in the diary some days. I'm no good at keeping track of my stitching. I've got enough paperwork to do in work. I don't like coming home and doing it at home as well. Right, this is Tigger colour block. It's part of Winnie the Pooh Wednesdays that I'm hosting. Joining with me is Kayla from Stitching with My Little and Rachel, Talking Dog Stitcher, and I'm doing Tigger this time around. And there are some threads hanging because I need to tie them off on the back, but that is where I'm up to. So what I done was this lilac here, which is just half stitch, one strand, and I brought his arm up there and I think his head, so I just need to do the lemon yellow there for the top of his body, and then I need to finish off his arm there, and then I just do his head and his head and face, and then do the other half stitches for the other blocks. I think I've only stitched on this once, unfortunately, since the last video. Next is my Carolyn Manning piece, Feather of Jellyfish. This is what it will look like once it's finished. There it is. I'm doing the big piece, so that's what it will look like. I started in the corner up there. Again, this has threads hanging because I either tie them in as I'm stitching, because when I work on using my Lowry, it tends to clip the top of my work there instead of the side, so it makes it a bit harder to flip it over. So I just leave the threads hanging on the fronts until they get tied in, and then I snip them off. There are some threads that I'm still working with. but this is where I'm at so far. I love these designs. They're such easy stitching, mindless stitching. That's where I'm at. Bring it back a bit so you can see it all. Nice little blocks of colour, not overpowering blocks where you get bored of them, and not so much confetti that you think, oh, I've got to change again. It's quite nice. So that's that one. And then I'm taking part in Manning May. So this will be staying out. And I also started Shooting Star. I bought them both at the same time. I just didn't start them both at the same time, and I thought, oh, I don't do mermaids where everyone's doing mermania. So I thought I'll do Manning May. So that's that one. Feather of Jellyfish is being stitched on, I want to say 18 count white Ada, and Shooting Stars is being stitched on 20 count white Ada. So the 18 count, 16 or 18 count, I can never remember, and I always forget to check. It's being stitched with 2 threads over 1. Shooting Star is on 20 count and is being stitched with 1 thread over 1. 1 over 1, yeah. Not much of a start, but there I am. It took me a while to figure out whether I wanted to do 1 over 1, 2 over 1. I couldn't make up my mind, so I put it a poll on here. You might have seen it. And then I asked the other half, which he liked, and he said the 1 over 1. So needless to say, I continued with the 1 over 1. And this is the centre start for me. And that's where I'm at. So this one will also be staying out for Manning May. Let's put these back. And that is all my stitching. So I'll quickly show you. I happened to go on Etsy and I bought some charts, so I've got some haul. But also today was the Bridgen's Sunday Stitchy group meetup. So they meet up every second Sunday of the month at Turtle Bay Stitches. And she gifted me this, which, let me turn it around that way, you can see that, from Cotton and Twine. She gets the Cotton and Twine box, but she said this wasn't her jam, so the girls knew it would be something I liked. So Soph from Turtle Bay Stitches gifted me this, which I've got a feeling is going to be a start pretty soon. So this is, what's the word? It's I can't remember. You know when people give you kindness, happy mail? No? You know what I mean. I can't think tonight. And this one was from one of the girls from our IKEA Sunday Stitchy groups. We meet up every other Sunday of the month. So she gifted me that. And now I've got some haul or freebies first. Let's do the freebies quick. Right. This first one isn't so much of a freebie. It's one I got from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. I can't remember which issue, but if you do want to know, let me know and I'll dig it out for you. We're not really big on Halloween in here, but I did like this. So that's that. There we go. Hope that's better. Yep. So that's, I'm not actually sure what the title is of this. I just managed to get the picture, but I can look for it if you want me to. I think this was a freebie from Primrose Cottage Stitches from their emails, if I remember correctly. It's called Spring Wishes. It's a cute little pillow with a bunny. I'm going to change the colour of that bunny because when I had a rabbit, her name was Caramel because she was caramel colour. So I'm going to change it to a caramel colour. That's that one. And then another one from Primrose Cottage. Now this I know is a freebie because it was on their email. I remember this one. Love Grows Here. And at the moment they've got a freebie come out for Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day here in the UK, but the rest of the world it is soon. Don't know exactly when, but that's that one. And then, oh, another bit of kindness I forgot to show you. While at Turtle Bay Stitches today, she gifted us a little lucky charm, turtle lucky charm. Not actually sure where she got him from, but that's a cute little one. There we go. So I don't know what to put that on yet, whether to put it on a bag or on my keys or scissors, I don't know yet. Right, and then Maria from Stitches and Diamonds was at Turtle Bay today. Managed to catch up with her, and she was selling off some of her threads that she's got. So I ended up having a look through, and I picked out a few of her threads. Leo and Roxy Yarn Co. I've got, let's have a look. Amethyst. I picked out Pink 182, also from, these are all from Leo and Roxy. Pink 182. Don't Be Jelly. And Under the Sea Foam. Here we go. Lovely colours, I think. I don't know what I'm going to stitch them with. I'm thinking maybe some sort of a, I don't know. I did think sampler, but I like bright bold colours. So we'll see. So that's those I got from her. And then my last little bit of haul. I was watching Lee from Creative Lee last week, and she shared some charts that she bought from Darlene Dion Designs, and I just loved them, so I had to pop over there and get them straight away. So Choose Kindness Always, which is that one. I won a bet with the other half, and he said I could have whatever it was in cross stitch, I don't know, like £30 or something. So I jumped onto Etsy and I bought these. Stitch all things Quaker. It's just like it because it says stitch all the things. I could use those threads for these actually. Quite nice, aren't they? And then I bought Flossability's Winter Pillow. Whoopper daisies. There we go. No, stay there. Sorry, Daisy wants to jump up on me. Flossability's Winter Pillow. Don't know what colours I'm going to use just yet for those. And then Doreen Jones had a sale on hers, and I bought Frog Travel Pouch. Now this is really cute. The instructions for this is really, really easy to read. And that's me saying it. I never really make anything up other than framing, because my finishing skills are absolutely diabolical. So get around to stitching in one day. While I was going through Darlene Dion Designs, I come across I Heard the Bells Christmas one. I couldn't resist that, so I nabbed it. So it says, I heard the bells on Christmas Day, O Tanborn, silent night, joy to the world, away in a manger, O come all ye faithful. So it's all the songs that you'd sing when you were a child, when you're in school. And then while I was downloading those and printing them off, I remembered I'd bought these months and months ago and I just never printed them off. It's Doreen Jones Words Christmas cards. And there they are. I don't know about making them into Christmas cards, so I'll probably just stitch them on a high account and print them out. Goodness me. Stitch them on a high account and finish them off into Christmas tree ornaments for the obviously for the Christmas tree. I don't know what's on with me today. My brain's a bit scatty. And then someone had posted that Hayes were having a Mother's Day sale. Now I don't tend to buy from Hayes anymore because of all the AI going on. But I've seen a new release from Randall Spangler, and I know he's not AI, so I couldn't resist buying his. So this is a brand new release from Randall Spangler, and it's called Delicious Delights. I shared this on my Instagram last night when I bought it. Isn't he cute? I'm saying she. Wouldn't we all want to be dragons and eat all those cakes and sweet things, eh? No, I would. So yeah, I did work this out that if I stitched 500 stitches a week, I'd be able to get it done in a year. But I don't know. Might give it a try, I don't know yet. I've got to get the fabric and the threads for it first. So that's all my stitching and all my acquisitions. Now I will go through the I will go through the Spin the Wheel app, and my Animal Panorama is a weekend piece, and then I've got my 2 Carolyn Manning pieces for the month of May. So that's already 3 pieces. So I'm going to spin probably for another 3. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it, do I? Right, let's get this up. What to stitch on. So, there we go. Press the wheel. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it, hopefully. Probably see the reflection. The Love Cell, so that's by Doreen Jones. I will go and get these in a minute. Number 2. Beach Huts by Doreen Jones again. It's going to be a Doreen Jones week, isn't it? And then the 3rd one. Love Makes the World Go Round. Okie dokes. If you hang on 2 ticks, I shall go and get them and then I can show you them. I'm back. Okay, so I will have to insert a picture of the Love Cell because I don't actually have a picture of it. But this is where I'm up to. I need to start trying to remember to take photos of where I am on before I start stitching on these. Otherwise you'll end up with loads of photos of here I was last time, screenshots. Right, that's where I'm at for this one. Oh, there we go. So we'll see what we get done with that one, or what I get done, not what we, because it's me. What I get done with that one. This is a freebie over on her Facebook page. So if you fancy doing it, just pop over onto Doreen Jones Cross Stitch group and it should be in the files. If not in the files, it will be in the photos. So that's that one. The next one is, as you know, another Doreen Jones. This is from the World of Cross Stitching. I can't remember what magazine it was, but it's now up on her Etsy store. Beach huts. It's called Summer Wishes, but I call it beach huts because at the time I was looking for a piece with beach huts in it. So that's that one. And unfortunately I haven't, well, I suppose I have got a bit done, haven't I, in a way. I've got all the bottom part with the sand done. There is a strand of red thread because I was doing the beach house. That's where I'm up to. There we go. So I'll be starting from there. And this is on an 18 count. Oh look, no, 16 count. I've got a sheet there. 16 count Ada, starts on the 29th of May 2023. I didn't stitch it at all last year. Upper days. This is what happens when you try and focus on just one project, isn't it? Hence the reason why I've started using the wheel. And then I'll also obviously be keeping my Tigger up because I stitch on that on a Wednesday if I'm able to, for Winnie the Pooh Wednesdays. Now this one is an absolutely old one. I don't even know if you can still get it. It's a black work sampler. Let me see. It was from the World of Cross Stitching. Now, I don't know what issue it was in. I will do my best to get, I do apologise if you heard that. Chris is on his game with his mates. I'll do my best to get a picture of this because I don't actually have a cover photo of this. And hopefully if I do, I can print it out. And if I can find out what issue it's from, I shall let you know. Now this is when I was using masking tape around my stitching. That's how old it is. I did put a couple of stitches in a few weeks back before I started my wheel thingamabob to see if I still wanted to work on it, and I do actually still want to work on it. So I did put in a couple of pink stitches, purple stitches there, purple and lilac, but that's where I'm at the moment. And I got a feeling this is 16 count, just normal white Ada from Stash, along with the dreaded masking tape. But we learn, don't we? As we grow, we learn. So that's that one. So those are my plans for next week. So I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch me. I know there's loads of them out there, super interesting people out there, with so many different projects and such quick stitching, and for some reason the algorithms or whatever it is just manage to pick up certain people, and then other people just get left behind. But I'm not here about subscribers. I'm here to hopefully just share what I've been working on with you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy what I show you and enjoy stitching on what you're stitching while I'm talking to you about my stitching. With that, I would like to say, if you are stitching while watching this, please leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you're stitching on, and then I can go and search it up and take a look. You never know, I might either be stitching it or I might find something new that I'd like to stitch. Not that I need anything new, but hey, who doesn't need new stuff, is what I'm trying to say. I think that's it. All my awkwardness is over and done with. No, it's not, because I need to figure out when I'm, oh, I do apologise, knocked you again, when I'm going to stitch next. No, oh my giddy aunt, not stitch, when I'm going to film next. So today, wow, this is bright. I would, but right, today is the 11th, which is a Sunday. 1. So fingers crossed I come back on the 25th of May to share some more progress with you. Fingers crossed, as long as I don't lose track of time like I have done recently. But there we go. So by all means, leave me a comment down below, and I'd love to chat with you, see what you're working on. Anything you want to chat about, I'm more than happy to chat about. But until I come back next time, enjoy your stitching. If you don't enjoy it, put it aside and stitch on something else. But until next time, stay safe, take care, and see you soon. Bye.